John Beltran back with Brian Nickel from the Bead Teller and Brush. The Lady Bead Diggers won tonight 39-27. Now time for the boys game, and something's got to give, Brian. Both teams are 0-6, and I think we're going to see something very similar in this game as we saw in the girls' game, that the shooting might not be very good. We'll have some athletes out here, but which team's going to shoot better? That's why normally you favor the home team. They're used to shooting on this floor.
Yeah, you've seen Brush a couple of times this year. I've seen Fort Morgan, and they just don't have an outside shooter. Or let me rephrase that. They don't have an outside maker. They have a lot of shooters, but they just don't have that touch to get it in the basket. And we'll see if that will come from as the season goes on.
And this is the first time in a few years they haven't had that player. They had Wesley Carnes. Obviously, he was a 2-3 year starter. Fernando Marquez, Braden Fajardo, guys like that, they could hit that shot. And they don't have that right now, as the starting lineup brought to you by B&B Appliance and Repair, from refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between. They have exactly what you need and service it too. B&B Appliance and Repair will go with a couple of seniors here begin, and Aiden Garver and Jackson Wiedrich, along with senior Charlie Langford, another senior in Gavin Taylor, and Rodrigo Alvarez. In fact, those are 5 seniors, Brian, in the starting lineup. The Bead Diggers a little bit younger. In fact, they've been starting a couple of sophomores in leading scorer Edgar Ortiz and Eric Rico, a fine quarterback for the football team. As the lights have been turned off here for the introduction of the home starting lineups for the Bead Diggers, once again in their home whites. The Bead Diggers in their road, check that, the Mustangs in their home maroons with the white numerals. So Eric Rico for Brush. Along with Payson Poland. He did not start the other night against Yuma. He came off the bench.
He's averaging 8 points a game for the Bead Diggers.
Edgar Ortiz had 13 the other night against Yuma in a loss, a 56-35 loss. Along with senior Sawyer Albert, who's more of a defensive stalwart. And then Grant Becker, he's their outside shooter. Opening tip tonight brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, they're the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice. When it comes to your next project, Buildings by Design. Aiden Garver will jump center with Sawyer Albert. And even though Albert's taller, Garver, Brian, he's the better leaper. This kid can really get off the ground. And the tip is controlled, though, by Brush. Here is Grant Becker dribbling to his right. Behind his back, picks up the dribble against Garver. Looking, bounce pass is thrown behind Albert. He cannot chase it down into the scorer's table. And just like that, the Bead Diggers commit a turnover to begin the game. Mustangs come the other way with the 5 seniors. Here is Charlie Langford into the front court, picked up by Becker. Chest pass left side to Taylor. Behind that three-point line, looking down low. Bounce pass in the corner to Alvarez, working off a screen from Taylor. Left to the lane, cross-court pass to Garver. Dribbles at the free throw line. 15-footer is short. And the ball is rebounded by Langford, and he's fouled. And that's the thing with Charlie Langford, tremendous athlete. Grant Becker commits the foul. If you're not going to win by shooting, Brian, you can win via the athleticism.
Yep.
Ball inbounded by Alvarez. Bounce pass near the corner to Langford. Langford backs up for a long 3, and that's off the back of the rim. And the rebound is grabbed by Eric Rico. Brush. Mustangs 0 out of 2 from the field on that possession. Becker on the high right, picked up by Garver. Now near that corner, the off-corner pass taken by Albert. Swings it near the top, poked away. That's a turnover on Brush, intercepted by Langford against Rico. Left of the lane, pulls up, 15-footer is short. Rebound put back by Taylor, and a foul. And he'll go to the line. Gavin Taylor, the foul was committed by Sawyer Albert, or nope, it was Edgar Ortiz. Brian, impressive rebounding so far by Fort Morgan.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job in there. They put the effort in, that's for sure. It's just that they just can't come away with they just don't have the shooting right now.
including that free throw by Taylor, in and out. Second free throw upcoming for Gavin Taylor. Bends, shoots, and he connects, but that sat on the back of the rim and it dropped in. 1-0 Fort Morgan, 60 seconds into the game. In the backcourt, Becker, left-handed dribble, feeds it back out to Rico, crossing front court to Poland. On the high right, here's Albert, right baseline, bodied up by Taylor. Ball is lost, loose on the floor, and that's a third turnover for Brush. Langford the other way. He'll get fouled as he tried to lay it up, and Eric Rico got him. A good start by Fort Morgan. Charlie Langford to the stripe to shoot twice.
Yeah, they look like they're a little more into the game right now than Brush is.
And the free throw is in and out. Yeah, they've got more energy, Brian.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. I haven't had that energy since I took my second dose of puppy chow before going back on air. Second free throws in the air, yes. The Mustangs with a 2-0 lead, 6:45 to go in the opening quarter. As the Bee Diggers are looking for the sweep, and that ball nearly thrown behind the Bee Digger. Now the ball is loose on the floor. There's going to be a pushing foul as Payson Poland tried to make a sneaky pass there, Brian. I'm not.
Rodrigo Alvarez with the foul.
But that was pretty questionable.
Yeah, he was sitting on the floor. I'm not sure how he got the foul there, but.
Inbounds pass to Poland, now back to Rico, just beyond the timeline. 2-0 Fort Morgan, picks up the dribble, swings it cross court to Poland, near the corner to Ortiz, guarded by Alvarez, back out to Poland on the high left, guarded by Taylor, near the top to Sawyer Albert. Albert left wing to Ortiz, dribbles at the free throw line, spins, bodied up, lost the ball, got it back, kicks it back out to Rico, down low for Ortiz, ball is tipped away, taken Ortiz, banks, scores, and a foul. And the game is tied. And the Mustang foul was committed by Jackson Wiedrick. That was not clean whatsoever, Brian, but it paid off for Brush.
Yeah, a lot of batting the ball like a pinball in there, but Brush did come away with the bucket.
Edgar Ortiz, the free throw is up and in. And the Bee Diggers have a 3-2 lead. Okay, the Mustang student section looks more full than Brush. Jump pass in the backcourt by Garver, now to Langford. Gets it to Garver, left-handed dribble into the front court, crosses over, right of the free throw line, pulls up from 15, and in and out. The ball is tipped around, and it's still loose on the floor, and it is picked up by Edgar Ortiz of Brush. And then we've got a foul. That's a silly foul by Wiedrick in the backcourt. They're going to take him out of the game, Brian. That'll be his second.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't commit fouls 80 feet away from the basket. And here comes J.J. Marquez. Yeah, not for Taylor. Yeah, no. Marquez in for Wiedrick. Yeah, you got to be disciplined. He's going to sit for a while with the two early fouls. Becker, chest pass to Ortiz. Front court pass taken by Poland. On the high right, picks up the dribble. Guarded closely by Marquez. In the corner now for Albert. He'll pull up from 15. He'll throw up an air ball. And the ball is snagged out of the air by Rodrigo Alvarez. On the outlet to Langford into the front court. 5:38 to go in the first. Garver drives all the way and his jump pass. And there's going to be an offensive foul on Aiden Garver. Nope, they're going to say an illegal screen set by J.J. Marquez. That'll be a turnover on the Mustangs. I have that as their first turnover. Yep. And Langford nearly with a steal in the backcourt knocks the ball out of bounds. And to throw it in will be Eric Rico. Brian, why am I not surprised by a 3-2 score 2.5 minutes into the game? This is... Again, 2 0-6 teams. Playing catcher Becker and Rico. Still in the backcourt to Poland. Rico crosses midcourt. Bounce pass on the high right to Becker. Over to Rico on the left wing here is Payson Poland. Straight away now to Rico. Crossover dribble with the left hand. Swings it back out. The Poland three is off to the left. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. That is off of Grant Becker. I thought Charlie knocked it away, but they're going to give it over to the Mustangs. Alvarez to throw it in with a backcourt pressure. Garver underneath his own basket to Alvarez. They got to work out of it, and he throws it away. Intercepted by Poland. Then that ball is thrown away. Intercepted by J.J. Marquez. It's a 1-on-3. He's going to have to swing it back out, and he does to Langford on the outside right to Garver into the paint. Leans, jump pass inside, and it's an offensive foul. Ortiz took the contact. The foul is on Garver. That'll go as a turnover as well. That's 3 for the Mustangs. And now to throw it in is Eric Rico. In the backcourt to Becker. We've got 4:52 to go in the opening quarter. Brush 3, Fort Morgan 2. Front court pass to Ortiz. He's fouled. That's Gavin Taylor who committed the foul. And they're already in the penalty.
Yeah, reach in foul. You just got to get position and play defense.
At the line will be Edgar Ortiz. No, check it. Should have been, yeah.
Yep.
What's he doing? Does he not realize he was the one that was fouled?
And correction on that last foul. It was on number 21 at Fort Morgan, Gavin Taylor.
Oh, they're going to say, yep. Okay, Taylor with his second then. Free throw by Ortiz is perfect. Second free throw upcoming. Tony Mendez will check in for Rodrigo Alvarez. The Mustangs are up, or trailing, I should say, 4-2. Check that. Second free throw by Ortiz is in the air, and that's in.
Beautiful looking shot.
Oh, yeah, he's got a great release, Brian. That's why he's been pretty good this season on the offensive end. Langford, front court pass through the hands of Taylor. Perfect pass. Didn't look it in. Taken away by Ortiz. Left-handed dribble. Sanchez Calvillo. Back out. Rico. 3 is well short. And Aiden Garver has the rebound for Fort Morgan. Ahead to Taylor. Now to Marquez. Bounces. Shoots. Misses. Ball is tipped around twice. 3 times off of Marquez out of bounds. And that will belong to Brush, but the opportunities are there.
Yep. Yeah, they're just not connecting at all, even on the layups.
Here's Rico to Becker, still in the backcourt to Rico at his own free throw line. Front court pass taken by Sanchez Calvillo. He is trapped over there. Then he loses control of the basketball. Taken by Garver. It's a 3-on-2 all the way. Lays it up and in with the right hand. Aiden Garver with outstanding athleticism scores. 5-4. Into the game, Thatcher Queen. Bounce pass to Sanchez Calvillo. He'll lay it up and it's blocked out of bounds by Taylor. Stuffed it away. But the Bee Diggers retain possession. And to throw it in will be Eric Rico. Pats the basketball. Back out to Becker behind the three-point line. Straight away to Sanchez Calvillo. Down low towards Queen. He threw it behind him out of bounds.
Yeah, let him too much.
Yep, and now Sawyer Albert checks in for Edgar Ortiz. This is a better game than the Bronco game, Brian. Down 14-0 inside of 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Garver jump pass in the backcourt to Langford. Lobs it front court to Marquez. Towards that left baseline. Picks up the dribble. Overhead pass straight away to Garver. Garver with the basketball. Crosses over. Has the ball stripped. That's a foul. That'll be the 14th foul on Brush. And it's committed by Eric Rico. That'll be his second.
Kind of helter-skelter out there.
And to trigger it in will be Aiden Garver, offensive end to the left of the basket. Holds the ball up high. Lobs it back near the top to Marquez. Cross court to Mendez. He'll take the left corner 3. No good. Rebound to Gavin Taylor. He dribbles, goes back up, and he misses. And the ball is loose, and Thatcher Queen pulls it away for Brush. In the backcourt being pressured. Out there now is Dre Bauer for the Bee Diggers. Bauer to Becker. Now to Bauer on the bounce pass straight away. He could take a 3 if he wants it. Marquez now guards him closely. And then that interior pass poked away out of bounds. It's off Becker. The turnover to the Bee Diggers. And Garver to throw it in. 5-4 Brush. 3:13 to go in the opening quarter. A very low-scoring baseball pass tipped out of bounds by Albert, but there's a foul. Marquez pushed off. Marquez did push off there, and they called the foul.
Yep.
That'll be his second. You know, Brian, he almost treated that like he was a receiver not wanting the other player to intercept. Now, that's an offensive foul. That should not. That should be. It's 5, but it's an offensive, so that should.
Yeah, that's not a
it's not a
team
loose
foul.
ball foul. Exactly. Lob into the backcourt to Becker. Now here's Dre Bauer. Bauer chest pass front court to Albert. Albert with a dribble, jump pass right baseline, right through the hands of Sanchez Calvillo. That's the type of first half it's been for Brush.
Yeah.
First quarter. I don't know how many turnovers, Brian, but I got at least 8 for them.
I have 9 for Brush.
Yeah. No, that's about probably right.
4 on the Mustangs.
I've got 4 for Fort Morgan as well. Backcourt pass taken by Langford. Left-handed dribble. Dribbles by 3. Lobs at front court. Now left of the lane, and the shot is up and around and no good. That's missed by Jariah Blake, but it's rebounded over there by Taylor. 3. That's a brick. And the rebound is controlled by Sawyer Albert. Here come the Bead Diggers the other way. This shooting has been really bad. Becker now left corner. Sanchez Calvillo to Becker. Left wing 3 is off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Queen. He hooks and scores. Thatcher Queen is able to score for Brush. It is 7-4, and we've got a mess in the backcourt. And that is a ridiculously bad foul because you send Fort Morgan to the line. Dre Bauer commits the foul. Brian, I don't understand backcourt fouls. These guys are not that bad at ball handling. It's too much of a risk. Way too much of a risk when you do something like that. And now we've got Jariah Blake to the line, and automatically it's 2 free throws, the 5th and 6th for Fort Morgan here in the opening quarter, down 7-4 with under 2.5 to go, and the free throws, a line drive off the back of the rim, and the Mustangs are 2 out of 5 from the stripe. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. At Sydney Regional Medical Center in Sydney. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. Second free throw is in the air. Yes. Jariah Blake now 3 out of 6 of the Mustangs, 7-5. Sanchez Calvillo chest pass backcourt to Albert, now to Bauer. Bauer's got a 2-on-1. Down low to Queen. His shot is blocked by Langford. He came out of nowhere. And now the ball is loose on the floor. It's still loose in the backcourt. Bodies go flying. We're going to have a foul called on somebody. But Charlie Langford just made what could be the defensive play of the night.
Yeah,
and the foul was committed by Rodrigo Alvarez, a loose ball foul. That will be 2 free throws for Sawyer Albert. That's a tough call, Brian, because everybody was diving for the ball.
Yeah, and they had one just before that where they were diving and nothing called, and they call one there. So
2 free throws for Albert. What a block was. Is that a block or what? I mean, that is free throw is good off the rim, off the glass. It goes down for Sawyer Albert. The Bead Diggers with an 8-5 lead. Poland back in for Becker. Albert, the senior, bends, shoots, and scores. Brush 9, Fort Morgan 5. Lob into Alvarez, crossing midcourt. Alvarez nearly had the ball stripped, but he got it right back. Right wing Blake, wide open 3 is off to the left, and the ball is volleyballed around, and that's going to be a foul against Brush. That is a foul against Thatcher Queen.
Yep.
That's his first foul. Tony Mendez to the line. Brian, there is no lack of effort in this game.
No, it's free throw is good.
9-6.
Yeah, they're hustling out there. That's for darn sure. Just doesn't
not translating into buckets. Second free throw by Mendez. Back rim, no, but Mendez grabs the rebound for Fort Morgan. Looked like a walk by Blake, no whistle. Now to Garver. Well behind the three-point line. Dribbles left of the lane. Bounce pass inside. Rodrigo Alvarez banks it in. A beautiful feed from Aiden Garver. The Mustangs to within 1. It's 9-8. 1:49 to go first quarter. Sanchez Calvillo lobs it to Albert. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. Alvarez did it again. That should be his third foul.
That's what I got.
Sawyer Albert will step to the stripe.
Yep. Rodrigo's going to have to take a seat, I would think. They don't have anybody coming in for him yet, so.
Yeah, they don't have the fouls listed on the board, but I definitely have 3, and this free throw's up, and that's another beauty. Nice release between him and Ortiz. Brian Brush is 6 out of 6 from the line.
Yeah, they look good there. Looks like Jackson Weidrich will be checking in.
But will he make this one after I just said 6 of 6? You see this all the time. He did. 7 of 7 now. And Jackson Wiedrich now checks in for Rodrigo Alvarez. And to throw it in is Garver in the backcourt to Blake. Blake over to Garver, left-handed dribble. It looked like he was fouled. No whistle. Jump pass over to Langford. Langford, right-handed dribble, crossing over out to the left. He'll take a long three, and that's short. Ball is tipped out of bounds by Albert. It stays with Fort Morgan. The Beat Diggers up 11-8. There's the lob into Wiedrich. Wiedrich's going to hand it off to Garver. Garver into the paint, lost control, threw up a wild shot, and it's taken by Albert, just an air ball. He thought maybe he was going to draw a whistle. Here's Sanchez Calvillo all the way, banks, and he missed it. And the rebound is controlled by Tony Mendez. Another just not smart foul there. Sanchez Calvillo committed it. You can't commit fouls like that. I mean, both teams just with really ill-advised fouls.
They have 7 so far for the Beat Diggers. 9 by the Mustangs.
Yeah. Free throw is good by Tony Mendez. It's 11-9 Brush. Second free throw will be on the way. Bends, shoots, scores. Beat Digger lead is down to 1 again, 11-10, a minute 18 to go in the first quarter. Sanchez Calvillo, chest pass, front court, knocked out of bounds by Wiedrich. Just off to the right of the scorers table. There's the lob to Bauer from Sanchez Calvillo on the outside left. Sanchez Calvillo against Langford. In the left corner for Thatcher Queen, penetrates, cut off by Garver, swings it back out. Here is Dre Bauer with the basketball. On the outside right to Poland. Three is going to be a brick. It's nothing but glass. Garver with a rebound for Fort Morgan. They can take the lead. Garver on the outside right. Left-handed dribble. Picks it up. Looking. Swings it over to Langford. He'll take the long three. And he banks and misses. And a foul. That's another. Jariah Blake with a, again, these are just awful plays as the rebound was grabbed by Payson Poland. Brian, I'm sorry if I'm sounding too harsh, but I just think that's a bad play. That's it. You cannot. Blake just, he was going around him, and you've got no shot to make that play. He's a smart player, too, and the free throw by Poland is no good.
First miss of the night.
6. Now make it 7 of 8. That free throw is in. 12-10, and Wiedrich fouled in the backcourt by Ortiz. Wow. You know, this started off as pretty watchable basketball. I can't believe these coaches tolerate this, because that you cannot have that happen. Wiedrich now to shoot the free throw, and it hit off the lip of the rim. Grant Becker now in for Brush. Second free throw cup coming up, and that one's off the back of the rim. Langford had it for a second, taken by Thatcher Queen. Queen with a left-handed dribble, swings it left baseline, Sanchez Calvillo, now to Queen, and Queen traveled. Another turnover. Brian Zamir has this quarter taken like 40 minutes, it seems.
It's taken a while with all the turnovers and all the free throws. Get it in.
Garber, yep, he lobs it into Mendez. Still in the backcourt to Blake with a left-handed dribble, crossing the timeline. 38 seconds to go. Handing it off to Garver in the first quarter. Garver on the left baseline. Dribbles by a defender. Garver, jump pass to Mendez. His right wing shot is good. That's a three for Tony Mendez, and the Mustangs are in the lead. Mendez with 6 points in the opening quarter. It's 13-12. 19 seconds to go in the first. Ortiz on the right baseline against Wiedrich. Lost control, got it back. Ortiz back out straight away. Calvillo three is off the back of the rim and in. Oh, it's set there, and Sanchez Calvillo nails the three in unorthodox fashion. Here's Langford, left wing three, no good. Edgar Ortiz grabs the rebound. And that's the end of a very entertaining first quarter with the score. Rush 15, Fort Morgan 13 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Equity 106.
John Beltran with Brian Nickel. Let's begin the second quarter. 15-13 in favor of Brush. Here's Charlie Langford out there with Tony Mendez, Aiden Garver, Jackson Wiedrich, and Jariah Blake. Langford with the basketball. Jump pass went underneath and through the legs of Tony Mendez. Turnover, Fort Morgan Mustangs. The other way, Poland back out to Ortiz. Dribbling into the paint, Ortiz. Now to Poland, left wing three. That's off the back of the rim, and the rebound controlled by Jariah Blake. The Mustangs with Albert, Ortiz, Poland, Rico, and Grant Becker. Garver the other way between his legs near the timeline. Guarded by Eric Rico. Jump pass left side to Langford, left of the lane. Here's Wiedrich, who threw it off the head of Tony Mendez out of bounds. Brian, I don't know if that was basketball or dodgeball.
Basketball, it wasn't a good pass. Dodgeball, it was right on.
Exactly. Here's Poland into the front court, nearly traveled. Bounce pass near the timeline to Becker, lob to Ortiz. Ortiz penetrates left baseline, cut off by Mendez. Swings it back out to Becker, fakes the three. In the corner, Rico to Becker, right wing three in the air. Good! Grant Becker with a triple for the Bead Diggers. And they have extended the lead. It's 18-13, 6:50 to go before halftime. Langford the other way for Fort Morgan against Rico. Chest pass right side to Mendez behind the three-point line. Now to Langford on the left wing to Garber. Three is off the back of the rim. And two players go high for the rebound, Ortiz and Mendez. And that's a tie-up. Possession arrow, Brush Bead Diggers. I tell you what, Ortiz can get up there considering he's a big kid. Because we know that Tony's a tremendous athlete. Inbounds pass to Poland, now to Rico. Still in the backcourt to Becker to Rico. Now to Poland, still working it. They got to get into the front court. There's the bounce pass to Albert. Albert on the outside right towards the baseline, backing in on the defender in the right corner for Becker. And he's fouled by Aiden Garver. That'll be his second. That's a huge foul committed by Aiden Garver. He doesn't agree with it. We do reset to 0 team fouls every quarter, and you go into the penalty once you have 5. Rico to throw it in. The Mustangs had a 13-12 lead, but Brush has scored the last 6 points on 2 3-pointers. Rico bounce pass into Ortiz. Defender in the air, and then he throws it up and a foul. That is a great move by Ortiz. Brian, how many times have we said that's got to happen in the girls' game? Girls don't do that enough.
Yeah, gotta give that head fake, give that pump.
I mean, Tony got way up there, but that little up and under by Ortiz, and he's an outstanding free throw shooter. It's a 5-point lead for Brush, and in and out. Second free throw's upcoming. Brush 18, Fort Morgan 13. 6:17 to go before halftime. Second free throw is off the back of the rim and in. It's a 7-0 run for the Bead Diggers. Blake in the backcourt to Langford. Overhead pass to Wiedrich with a right-handed dribble. Now feeds Langford. Langford, baseball pass into the front court to Wiedrich. Middle of the lane, all the way, fouled as he misses. And the foul is committed by Sawyer Albert. And Wiedrich to the line, but Brian, we just saw Jackson take 2 free throws that were not anywhere close to being made. So let's see if he can make the adjustment.
Charlie bleeding or something, or?
Congratulations, by the way, to Charlie signing to play baseball at Colby Community College.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 3, J.J. Marquez.
J.J. Marquez into the game. Here is Jackson Wiedrich. And he will shoot a deuce, and the free throw is up, and that's not even close. That's off the back of the rim. No shot of going down. Second free throw for the senior is in the air, and that is short. Albert grabs the rebound for Brush and the outlet to Ortiz. Still a 7-0 run. The Mustangs haven't scored since late in the first quarter. We've got under 6 minutes to go before halftime. Albert to Poland. Poland dribbling right baseline. Lost control, and he did out of bounds. Good defense by Jariah Blake.
I thought maybe he had tipped it, but just lost out by the Beat Diggers.
Garver comes the other way with Jariah Blake, but where's Fort Morgan going to get some consistent offense? Because now they have come to a stalemate. They've not scored in over 3+ minutes dating back to the first quarter. Garver with a right-handed dribble. Beediggers in a little 2-3. Now to Jariah Blake. Pass down low for Wiedrich. Poked away. There's a kicking violation. It'll stay with Fort Morgan with 5:36 to go second quarter. Brush 19, Fort Morgan 13. Marquez to throw it in. To the left of the basket, JJ lobs it over to Wiedrich behind the three-point line. He'll hand it off to Garver. Garver makes a move in the lane all the way, puts it up, and no good. A little bit too strong off the glass. The rebound to Albert with his third. The outlet to Poland. Bounce pass to Ortiz. Ortiz in the lane runs into a defender. Offensive foul. That's a nice job of Tony Mendez accepting the contact. Ortiz, how many fouls you got for him?
I have 3.
That's what I've got. They got to take him out of the game. It's also another turnover against Brush. And Thatcher Queen will check in. Here is Aiden Garver. Garver dribbling straight away with the basketball. Chest pass left side to Mendez. In the left corner, Wiedrich will take a 3. No good. Nice rebound by Becker. Oh, I was surprised he took a 3, and he looked closer to making the 3 than he did his free throws. Yeah. Here is Queen dribbling right baseline. Queen kicks it back out. Becker, long 3's going to be short. And the rebound to Tony Mendez of Fort Morgan. The outlet to Garver. Garver at the free throw line, right of the lane, had the ball stripped from behind. Here is Thatcher Queen. Queen against Jariah Blake with a basketball, and that's going to be a foul on Garver. That's just, I think that's a frustration foul. Yeah, you can't do that. Aiden is too talented to commit a foul that gets him in. It's going to land him on the bench. It's got to. Rico to throw it in. That's simply a frustration foul. He was not even trying to make a play on the basketball.
No, he was just grabbing him.
On the left side, Becker penetrates left baseline all the way, lays it up and in off the glass. Grant Becker to the rack. It's a 9-0 run for Brush. The Mustangs have not scored in well over 4 minutes. Wiedrich on the high right, swings it back over to Blake. Blake with a left-handed dribble, cross-court pass to Marquez. Lob left corner for Garver. Dribbles by Becker, leans, shoots, and around and no good. Becker grabs another rebound. Check that. That's Sawyer Albert for Brush. Over to Queen. Queen gets a pick from Sawyer Albert. Bounce pass to Becker. Now straight away to Queen. Swings it back out to Rico on the left wing chest pass, and it went behind. Rico tries to save it, and he cannot. Turnover for Brush. Here is Mendez on the high right. Straight away to Garver. Garver left of the lane, spins it back out to Blake. Left corner Garver, and his foot was on the baseline. Brian, I've got 4 turnovers for Fort Morgan in the quarter. You might have more or less, and 0 points. And we played more than half the quarter.
Yeah, they can't, even their layups, they can't get to go down little jumpers. They're just in and out.
Juan Sanchez Calvillo's back into the game for the Beediggers. He's got the basketball over to Rico. Now here is Payson Poland to Rico, still in the backcourt. Poland, right-handed dribble, bounce pass to Queen. Queen left baseline, swings it back out. Now straight away, Rico fakes a 3, steps in, left wing. Poland 3 is too strong. Rebound to Albert. Albert against the defender, Velasquez. Shoots and misses. The rebound is controlled by Poland, and he's fouled. And the foul was committed by Christian Velasquez. And to throw it in will be Eric Rico. 3:27 to go second quarter. Brush 21, Fort Morgan 13. And Langford is going to check back in momentarily. Rico underneath the basket on the offensive end. Right corner for Sanchez Calvillo. Ball poked out of bounds by Langford. The Mustangs had the lead for like 15 seconds. Yeah. Sanchez Calvillo hits that 3 that sat on the back of the rim. So things are really bouncing Brush's way.
Yeah, they've been getting the roll.
Poland to throw it in. Bounce pass to Becker on the high right. Now here's Sanchez Calvillo. Right corner, wide open 3. Poland is no good off the back of the rim. An excellent rebound by Tony Mendez. Second team foul for Brush as bodies go flying. And that was on Sawyer Albert.
Fouls on number 30, Sawyer Albert, his second.
no doubt for me, the most impressive player for Fort Morgan has been Tony Mendez.
Yep.
He's getting in on everything. And Charlie's block is the best play I've seen in this game, either side. Tremendous block by Charlie Langford. He'll dribble it into the front court wearing his pink sneakers. Langford straight away at the free throw line for Marquez. Jump pass to Wiedrich. Shot is blocked by Albert. Velasquez puts it up and misses, but a foul.
That's on Albert. That'll be his fourth, I believe.
Nope, that's going to be on Dre Bauer.
Well, it had been the third on Albert, but not on
Right.
him anyway. So
Right. Velasquez, we'll see. I don't know how good of a free throw shooter he is. And that one looks good. Nice job by Christian. That stops. That stops a 9-0 run by Brush. It's 21-14 Bee Diggers with just over 3 minutes to go. Second quarter. Second free throw is off to the right. Ball, Marquez tried to save it and did to Velasquez, defender in the air, and he missed it, but a foul. That's a great play by J.J. Marquez. Bauer with another foul. That's his third.
yep.
Velasquez to shoot two again. Somebody didn't block out for Brush. That free throw's in.
His first ones look good.
21-15, 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Grant Becker's back in. Velasquez spins, shoots, and connects. The Bee Digger lead is down to 5. Becker to throw it in, lob in the backcourt, tipped away, and it's intercepted by Wiedrich, and then a traveling violation. The team's trade turnovers right there. That's a tough call against Wiedrich.
Yep.
Bee Digger basketball up 5. There's the pass into Becker. He'll underhand toss it to Sanchez Calvillo. And his baseball pass is tipped away, intercepted. Nice play by Marquez. More like a soccer pass from the out of bounds, and then Charlie airmails Marquez in the corner. Both of those turnovers, Brian, were unforced.
Yep.
Backcourt pass taken by Becker. Becker to Rico. Now to Becker. Baseball pass front court to Queen. Nice job of Queen grabbing that. Now to Sanchez Calvillo, right baseline. Velasquez goes down, but then Wiedrich's foot was on the end line there. It'll stay with Brush. No turnover. Rico to throw it in. Left of the basket, Eric Rico. Looking. Bounce pass right corner for Queen, guarded by Velasquez. Still a 5-point lead. And he swings it left corner for Rico. Nearly off his hands. He picked it up through it to Becker. Becker with a left-handed dribble now to Rico against Tony Mendez. Cross court through the hands of Queen out of bounds. That's a perfect pass. I don't know how many turnovers Brush has. I've got
15.
Yep.
10 on Fort Morgan.
Yeah, I had 14, but it's about right. 14-10. Yeah, 24 turnovers and 25 turnovers and 37 points. Not a ratio that produces solid basketball. On the high right, Marquez, jump pass to Wiedrich, down low Velasquez, and a pushing violation. That's the 16th foul on Brush, 2 free throws, and that was committed by Juan Sanchez. Nope, Grant Becker. That's a second. Velasquez back to the line. Free throw is up, and that's off to the left. Free throw number 2 is coming up for Christian Velasquez. Velasquez shoots and scores. He's got 4 points, all for the line in this quarter. Now the Mustangs in a 4-0 run. It's 21-17. Baseball pass front court to Albert. Albert, baseball pass right corner. Queen penetrates. Cross court, Rico. 3 in the corner is an air ball. And it's picked up by Queen. He puts it up and he throws up an air ball. And Tony Mendez had the ball ripped away by Queen out of bounds. It goes over to Fort Morgan.
Yeah, 5 rebounds for Mendez so far.
Yep. Doing a heck of a job without question. There's the inbounds pass to Charlie Langford. Langford setting up the offense for the Mustangs. 90 seconds to go. 21-17. Marquez's three is good for J.J. Marquez. And all of a sudden, Fort Morgan's on a 7-0 run. 21-20, ball loose in the backcourt. Langford tries to rip it away. That should be a foul on Charlie.
Yeah.
Are they going to call a tie? Charlie really did commit a foul there.
Yeah, he jumped right on him. I think it's a foul on Charlie.
Yeah, there's no way that that's a tie-up. That'll be his first. Sanchez Calvillo to shoot two. Brian, enjoying the game? Relatively?
Not bad. Not bad.
I mean,
there's some action. It's back and forth.
Off to the right is the free throw.
There's a lot of effort out there, just not a lot of points.
Yeah. Well, again, you know, we figured that could be the case. That free throw's back rim, no. That's a nice rebound by Marquez. There's the outlet pass to Christian Velasquez. Bounce pass and errant one picked off by Becker. Another turnover by the Mustangs. We've got 1:03 to go before the break. Front court pass to Becker just beyond the timeline to Rico. Swings it right side. Sanchez Calvillo three. Good! One! Sanchez Calvillo ends the 7-0 run by Fort Morgan. The Bee Diggers lead by 4, 24-20. 45 seconds to go, second quarter. Crossover by Langford. Offensive foul. Illegal screen by J.J. Marquez.
I thought he was standing there. I didn't think that was an illegal screen.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But I saw the official signal. I think he was there too.
Yeah, it wasn't like he stepped into him. It looked like
Right.
he was just standing there
Yeah.
and took the contact. But
And sometimes it's not even a step. If they see even a shoulder flinch, I didn't
right.
see that either.
No.
But it's what they called. Becker to throw it in. There's the lob backcourt to Rico. Crosses the timeline. Right corner bounce pass to Queen. Penetrates right baseline. And then he tried to swing it inside to Albert. Intercepted by Wiedrich. Long pass to Langford. Langford reverse layup is up and no good. Thatcher Queen grabs a rebound. And a foul on Fort Morgan. Again, you don't foul in the backcourt. And Jackson Wiedrich has committed 3 fouls in this game, and none of them, quite frankly, it made sense.
No. Yeah, they're just, it's his third, I think.
Yep. To the line is Thatcher Queen. To shoot two. First free throw is up and off to the right. Gavin Taylor has not seen an action in a while because he got into early foul trouble. Queen's free throw is up, and that is off to the left. And Taylor walked.
Yeah.
He grabbed the rebound, but he traveled because he wasn't sure if he had the ball or Velasquez had it. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Brian, the turnovers are mounting for both teams. Becker to throw it in. Bounce pass in the corner for Albert. He lost it out of bounds. All right. Ever since I asked you, are you enjoying the game, the basketball's gotten worse. I mean, worse. Missed free throws, turnovers. On the left wing, Mendez back out to Langford straight away. Charlie to his right. Chest pass. Blake with a parking lot three. No good. Albert tips it to himself and grabs another rebound. The outlet to Becker. Velasquez bodied him up. No whistle there. 8 seconds to go. Poland left wing to Queen. Penetrating left baseline. And a foul on Taylor.
Yep.
What is he doing?
What
Is he doing?
That's what Coach Marquez is wondering, too. What are you doing? Think about it.
With 5.8 to go. You cannot commit that foul. Queen just missed two a second ago.
First one up and good.
Yep. 25-20. Second free throw upcoming. And that's up, and that's back rim. No, the ball is loose. And it's saved by Becker. He got 1 second to go. Becker's going to throw up a long three. No good. Well, that was not the prettiest quarter. It has come to an end after 16 minutes of basketball. And the Bee Diggers have a 25-20 lead. Let's take a 3-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back with Brian Nickel. Let's head to the third quarter. The Fort Morgan Mustangs trail the Brush Bee Diggers 25-20. Aiden Garver, Rodrigo Alvarez, Charlie Langford, Jackson Wiedrich, and Gavin Taylor for Fort Morgan. Eric Rico, Payson Poland, Sawyer Albert, Edgar Ortiz, and Grant Becker for Brush. And this is a key stretch for Garver. He's got 3 fouls. He inbounds the basketball successfully to Rodrigo Alvarez. Alvarez with a right-handed dribble, swings it left side to Langford. Langford at the top now for Wiedrich. Wiedrich in the right corner. Here's the Taylor shot. That's an air ball, and it's taken away by Grant Becker. That's an extension of the first half when neither team shot well. Poland back out to Becker. Becker dribbles left hand at the free throw line. Left wing to Rico. Wide open 3 is off to the right. And the rebound controlled by Gavin Taylor of Fort Morgan. On the outlet to Charlie Langford. Charlie will slow it down, Brian. We haven't seen too much of that.
No.
Nice methodical pace here.
Work the offense a little bit.
Yep. Garver left baseline. Jump pass to Rodrigo Alvarez. Right corner for Garver. Guarded by Ortiz. Left-handed dribble. Picks up the dribble. Jump pass taken by Taylor. And his shot is up and in off the glass with a left hand over Sawyer Albert. How about that by Gavin Taylor?
Steal by Taylor.
And then he lost control out of bounds. So it goes back to the Bee Diggers. Rico to throw it in. Over to Grant Becker, 25-22. Brush lead, 6:49 to go in the third. The ball is thrown away. Intercepted by Taylor. Bee Diggers just picking up where they left off with these turnovers. Garver with a left-handed dribble. On the outside, left to Langford. And lobs it near the right corner to Rodrigo Alvarez. Jump pass to Garver. Garver with a left-handed dribble. Spins and then dribbled it right into Eric Rico. Rico with Garver to beat. Rico bounces it to Ortiz all the way. Scoops it up and in. And that is going to be an offensive foul. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think that, I don't know if Charlie was set. I mean, Charlie did well defensively. I'm not sure he was totally set.
Yep.
But nonetheless, it's an offensive foul against Ortiz. That's his 4th. Yeah, that's a tough call there against the Brush Bee Digger. Alvarez the other way. On the outside, left to Langford. Now to Wiedrich. Ball is poked away by Queen. Tries to save it in. He's out of bounds.
Yeah, not a good pass.
Nope, with 6:06 to go. In the third, to throw it in is Alvarez. Alvarez to Langford, now to Alvarez, straight away to Langford. Bee Diggers leading by 3. Mustangs can tie it with a 3. Rodrigo backs up for the 3, and it's off to the left. And we've got a whistle away from the ball. Grant Becker was pushing Gavin Taylor.
Yep.
No reason to. And the Bee Diggers with 2 fouls here in the third quarter. Overhead pass taken by Wiedrich with a left-handed dribble. He's going to hand it off on the left side to Langford straight away. Alvarez to tie the game. That's short. He missed the 3. Ball is loose. And a tie-up between Rico and Langford. Possession arrow. Brush. Alvarez had 2 wide open threes.
Yep. Came up short on both of them.
Rico to throw it in. This is going to be the first. I'm going to say the first of 45. Maybe 50. Queen with the basketball. And he double dribbled.
Yep.
Down to 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Only 2 points have been scored, and those came from Gavin Taylor. Here is Aiden Garver. Garver to Alvarez. Dribbling towards the top. Bee Diggers in a 2-3 on the outside, left to Langford. Now on the right wing, here's Garver. Holding the ball up high, jump pass to Alvarez. Swings it left side to Langford. They just working the ball around. Rodrigo Alvarez, right wing to Garver. Garver between his legs, dribbles right in the lane. He puts it up and in! A little runner for Garver. About 10 feet away, and the game is now a 1-point lead for Brush. Here's Poland near the right baseline. Bounce pass to Albert. Drop the ball. It's loose, and it's picked up by Langford. The Mustangs going for the lead. Charlie Langford on the right wing picks up the dribble. Jump pass is tipped away by Queen, and a foul in the backcourt on Fort Morgan. And that was on Charlie Langford. Well, Charlie made 2 mistakes there, Brian.
Yep, errant pass, then frustration on the foul.
Grant Becker with the basketball, and the B-Diggers call a timeout. That's a good timeout. Why? Because they have not scored a point in the quarter, but they still lead by a point. One-stop shopping does exist. Stubbs Gas and Oil, gas, food, and all your travel accessories of I-76 and exit 66A in Wiggins. Stubbs Gas and Oil. You spot somebody there, Brian?
Yeah, our 2 bus drivers are sitting over there.
I tell you what, school bus drivers, and I'm not saying this because you're one of them, but it's true. I mean, they're special. I had a relationship with Mrs. Kite. She drove me. Mrs. Kite, man, I mean, we were connected. She'd pick me up, and this was back at private school bus driver, but it was still a yellow bus.
Sure.
And Mrs. Kite drove me for years from the ages of 7 to 13 or something, or 7 to 12. And she was an older lady, but she loved driving the bus.
Yeah.
Because she'd established relationships with and connections. Where everybody come on, she know your name. It wasn't just get on,
Yeah. I had a relationship with one of my drivers, and that was my dad. He drove school bus for
there you
quite
go.
a few years.
Yeah, that is awesome. On the outside right, Rico. The Mustangs trail by 1. Brush basketball. Bounce pass to Becker. Dropped it, got it back. Left-handed dribble in the right corner. Back out to Rico. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Here's Rico in the right corner for Becker. B-Diggers looking for their first points of the quarter. Thatcher Queen behind the three-point line. Spins. Kicks it back out. Becker, three's going to be an air ball to the left. He missed it by a mile. And here with the basketball is Aiden Garver for the lead. Garver into the lane, hop step, jump pass, left corner, Taylor shot, good! That is a three-pointer by Gavin Taylor. And the Mustangs are in the lead, 27-25, under 4 minutes to go in the third. Backcourt, Rico, his pass is tipped away but taken by Becker. Becker with 1 to beat, puts it up, and it's blocked out of bounds, but he's fouled by Alvarez before the shot.
Okay.
Yep, before the shot, Alvarez got him on the floor.
That's 4 on Alvarez.
Certainly is. Here is Grant Becker. Becker to shoot 2, has to make both to tie the game, and the first one is perfect. Juan Sanchez Calvillo's back in. Second free throw for Becker is up and in short. And that rebound is tipped to Charlie Langford. Albert nearly went over the back. Langford sets it up for Fort Morgan straight away. Chest pass left side to Garver. In the left corner for Taylor. He'll take another 3. That's an air ball. Wiederick has it and he misses, but he's fouled by Queen. Queen got him with a body. If you're going to foul anybody on the Fort Morgan Mustangs, it's got to be Wiederick.
Yep, 0 for 4 so far.
And not close with any of them. And that free throw's up and in and out. That was close.
Yep. Closest he's been.
Yeah. Yeah, he's frustrated now a little bit. Trying to laugh it off a little bit, so he calms down and sinks the second, which he does not. He misses, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Becker. And it will stay with Fort Morgan. Garver into Langford. Langford on the chest pass, right wing to Taylor. Bounce pass, right baseline to Velasquez. And he threw it off of Rico out of bounds. A blindsided toss. What a play by Velasquez,
Yeah.
Brian.
He was just trying to save it in bounds, and Rico happened to be in the way.
Garver bounce pass to Wiedrich, back out straight away. Left-handed dribble by Langford. And they left him alone, but we have an offensive foul committed by Gavin Taylor. Turnover, Fort Morgan. It'll be Brush basketball, again looking for the lead.
Turnover.
And it's turned over. Garver's got it. Garver into the lane, lost it, got it back, and he's fouled. Fouls committed by Sanchez Calvillo. Garver to throw it in. Both teams with 3 fouls in the quarter. 3:18 to go. Fort Morgan 27, Brush 26. And what do we have here? Maybe, did they call it on him or somebody else?
I think that was two. It was on. Yeah, I think it was on Calvillo.
Bounce pass inside to Wiedrich. Lost it, got it back. Tied up by Becker. Possession arrow to the Mustangs. Garver to throw it in. Bounce pass in the corner for Wiedrich. Back out to Langford. Charlie, left corner for Garver. Can't take that shot. Penetrates, leans, shoots, misses. Back rim. Ball is tipped near the corner. Becker saves it in beautifully. That's his rebound as he gets it to Sanchez Calvillo. Becker between his legs, looking front court, still looking. Feeds it backcourt to Sanchez Calvillo. Got to get it across the timeline and does. They need a timeout here, and he throws it off of Wiedrich out of bounds. So they didn't get the timeout, but they retained the possession.
Yeah, they can't be reaching like that, though. They just need to stand there and not let him pass it. They're going to get a foul called on him pretty quick, all that reaching.
Brush has 1 point in the entire quarter. We've got 2:46 to go. Sanchez Calvillo feeds it right side to Becker. Becker looking, lobs it right baseline to Albert, backing in on the defender, and he is fouled by Wiedrich. That'll be the 14th foul, no free throws. Wiedrich with his 4th. Rico to trigger it in. Looking, lobs it right corner. Here's Thatcher Queen right at the lane. Kicks it back out. Sanchez Calvillo all the way. Tries to get a defender in the air. Nearly tied up. Then he threw it away on the bounce pass. Intercepted by Gavin Taylor. On the outlet to Langford. Great defense by the Mustangs in this quarter. Just 1 free throw made by Grant Becker. Garver on the right wing, guarded by Rico. Jump pass to Charlie straight away. Free throw line for Wiedrich. Turns, shoots, and throws up an air ball out of bounds. Wow. Yeah, Brian, we've seen a lot of air balls in this game.
Yeah, he should have been looking for Garver. He was open on that right wing and tried to took the shot himself. So
Rico to throw it in. Backcourt to Dre Bauer. Bauer with the basketball. Still in the backcourt, now to Becker. Becker dribbles on the high right. Becker bounce pass down low for Albert. Straight away, Bauer 3. Yes! And the Beat Diggers have reclaimed the lead on the Dre Bauer triple. 29-27, 1:55 remaining, 3rd quarter. Charlie Langford motions the offense for Fort Morgan. Chest pass high right to Mendez. Mendez looking to his right, jump pass cross court to Garver. Garver dribbles left baseline. Jump pass over to Mendez, fakes the 3, steps in, his runners up, and it's off the back of the rim. Mendez grabs the rebound, over to Garver straight away, 3, in and out, and Sawyer Albert grabs the board. He rips it away for the Beat Diggers on the outlet to Bauer. 1:27 to go in the 3rd. Back out to Becker. Here is Rico, a few feet just beyond midcourt. Rico with the basketball. Rico to his right, feeds Becker. He'll take the 3. Yes! And the Beat Diggers are now on a 6-0 run. Timeout! Fort Morgan Mustangs. Holy mahungus. Brush has come through in the last 40 seconds. Brian, at some point where you're shooting that poorly, like Brush has, and you've got some decent shooters, it's eventually going to pay off for the Beat Diggers, and it did there with the 2 threes, one by Barrow, one by Becker.
Yep, eventually you're going to hit those. You take enough of them, but those were 2 good-looking shots there by both of them.
32-27. It'll be Fort Morgan basketball. You know, it's weird that this game has had runs by both teams. You don't expect runs in a game that's this low scoring, but that's what you've had. That's exactly what you had. The Detroit Lions have had a run tonight against the Broncos, who are looking to score, and looks like they just did. I think they got into the end zone.
Nope.
Oh, that looks
I thought
like...
he
he got
was
into the
across.
end zone. I think they're going to have to look at that. Pass over the middle. Let's see. Spinning. And... wow. That's close. That is close. Anyway, it'll be Mustang basketball. Garber to throw it in. Mustangs need a bucket now. 32-27. Langford dribbles to his left. Now to Mendez. Cross-court pass to Garber. Garber puts it up and he's fouled as he misses. It was either Albert or Queen committing the foul as Garber goes to the floor.
Foul's on number 30, Sawyer Albert, his third.
Albert commits his third.
On line for the Mustangs, number 1, Aiden Gardner.
And Garber to shoot two. The free throw is up, and that is good. For Aiden Garber. Second free throw is up and in. Well, the Mustangs draw to within three, 32-29, 55 seconds to go. Long pass towards Queen in the front court. Underhand toss to Bauer. Bauer inside to Albert, and it's kicked out of bounds, or poked out of bounds there by Aiden Garber.
Yeah, nice hustle play on him.
And to throw it in will be Rico. Over to Albert, now to Bauer. Straight away, here's Becker. On the left wing to Eric Rico. Rico dribbles into the lane, back out to Albert. He'll take a three, and that's a brick off the back of the rim. Rebound is controlled by Fort Morgan. Here's Garber the other way, 32 seconds to go. Garber behind his back, jump pass, taken left wing by Langford. Left of the lane, his floater's up, and off the back of the rim, no. Rebound, there's a tie-up between Velasquez and Queen. Possession arrow, Brush Beat Diggers. Rico to throw it in. Rico to Becker. Now to Rico with a right-handed dribble over to Grant Becker. Becker behind the three-point line. 9 seconds remaining to Rico. Left wing to Bauer. Left corner. Queen, three. It's short. Rebound to Mendez. 3 seconds remaining. Now with two. Charlie from beyond half court is way off to the left. That is the end of the quarter. Brush 32, Fort Morgan 29 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
106.
Charlie Langford, Christian Velasquez, Aiden Garber, Tony Mendez, and Gavin Taylor for the Mustangs. Trailing the Bee Diggers 32-29 for Brush, Grant Becker, Payson Poland, Thatcher Queen, Eric Rico, and Sawyer Albert. What a game here, 32-29, and Fort Morgan can tie it with a three. Here's Langford with a left-handed dribble, chest pass right side to Garber. Garber dribbles to his left, straight away for Langford on the outside left to Taylor, who had 5 points in the third. Now in the right corner, here's Aiden Garber, guarded by Queen. Now dribbles to his left, jump pass, cross court. Taken by Mendez, now to Langford, inside to Velasquez. He hooks it up and he misses. Sawyer Albert approaching double digits in rebounds on the outlet to Rico. Rico for Brush. I said first to 45, could be first to 40. Here is Becker dribbling right baseline. Back out, intercepted by Garber. Yeah, he controlled it. Garber dribbling all the way, lays it up and in. Garber to the rack. Aiden Garber's got 6 points in the second half, 8 in the game. Brush 32, Fort Morgan 31. 7 minutes to go in Brush. Thatcher Queen at the top. Underhand pass to Rico. Rico to his right, feeds Becker behind the three-point line. Long three. Bingo! Holy mahungus, Becker with his third trifecta of the game. He's got 12 points, leading all scorers. Brush back up by 4, 35-31. Left corner Taylor, back out to Langford. Cross court to Garver, top of the three-point circle. Through the hands of Mendez, loose in the floor. And then it's out of bounds off of Thatcher Queen. Fort Morgan retains possession with 6:36 to go. And that was a parking lot three by Becker.
Yeah, it was a deep one. You're usually going to let them take them.
To throw it in, Aiden Garver back out to Langford. Langford fakes the three on the outside right. Mendez takes it and he'll make it! Oh, a big one for Tony Mendez. Back to a 1-point lead for Brush, 35-34. Rico backcourt to Poland. Now to Rico, still in the backcourt. Front court pass to Albert. It's a 2-on-2. Albert right baseline, bodied up by Taylor. Inside to Poland. Poland is trapped, and then he had the ball stripped out of bounds by either Garver or Taylor. And let's see who'll throw this in. Edgar Ortiz is back in. He was in foul trouble, and still is. He's got 4 fouls. Rico to throw it in. Bounce pass to Taylor. Poked out of bounds by Tony Mendez. Rico looking. Bounce pass in the high right to Albert. Now here's Becker. Becker swings it left side to Rico. Check that to Ortiz. On the high right to Sawyer. Albert behind the three-point line in the right corner for Poland. Now to Ortiz. Guarded by Mendez on the right wing to Poland. Now to Ortiz. Straight away to Rico. 5:49 to go in the game. Brush leads by 1. Poland right corner. Ortiz right of the lane. Now to Rico. Rico penetrates. Rico jump pass left corner. Poland three. Good. Oh, the Beat Diggers nailing huge three-pointers. All 12 of their field goal points are coming on threes in this second half. They've only scored 13 points in a half. 38-34 Brush on the right wing to Langford three. No good. Tip by Garver, and the ball is out of bounds as he missed, but it stays with Fort Morgan.
Yep.
Garver to throw it in. Brian.
Charlie was going to get him when they're rimmed out.
In the right corner for Marquez, who's into the game. Now to Charlie Langford. Swings it on the outside right to Garver. 5:14 to go in the game. Fort Morgan trails by 4. Garver puts up a shot, a wild miss. Edgar Ortiz grabs the rebound for Brush on the outlet to Becker. Becker, bounce court, a bounce pass front court. Here's Ortiz, middle of the lane, down low for Albert, and the ball is loose on the floor, and Taylor's got it. And then it's re-stolen by Ortiz, or no? Yep, he's on the end line. It's a turnover by Brush. Mustangs have it with 4:55 to go in the game. Brush 38, Fort Morgan 34. And to throw it in will be Charlie Langford. Langford with the basketball near the top, swings it right side to Mendez. Now to Langford, chest pass to Garver for three. That's way off to the left, but the rebound is grabbed by Mendez near the corner. He'll reset the offense. The Mustangs still down by 4. We've got 4:35 to go. Mendez to his right, back out to Langford. Lob down low for Taylor, inside Marquez. Banks it, he misses an easy one. Ball is loose, and it's picked up on one hop by Ortiz. Nearly fouled in the backcourt by Marquez, but Ortiz retains possession. Bounce pass from Poland to Ortiz with a left-handed dribble across the timeline. Underhand toss there to Poland. Now to Ortiz on the left wing, guarded by Mendez. Dribbles into the lane, leans, and then he's fouled. That'll be the first foul by either team in the quarter, committed by Tony Mendez, and that's his second foul. And now to throw it in for Brush, to trigger it in, will be Grant Becker, but those three-pointers have made the difference in the second half. Bounce pass in the corner for Ortiz. Now here's Eric Rico on the high right, guarded by Garver. Behind the three-point line, in the corner, Becker. He's picked up by Marquez, swings it back out. Here's Rico dribbling by a defender. Bounce pass to Albert. Ball is poked out of bounds by Taylor. Brush retains possession with 3:56 to go in the game. Up 38-34. Rico to throw it in. Pats the basketball, looking inside. Bounces it back out to Albert. Albert in the right wing, dribbles right baseline. Turning, shooting, missing. Rebound to Garver, and a foul in the backcourt on Ortiz. He is fouled out.
Yep.
And again, that's not a good way to foul out if you're Edgar Ortiz. Fouls out with 6 points. Don't understand that foul, Brian. That's not a good foul. He knows it.
Yep. Yeah, once he does it, but there's no taking it back then.
Well, it disqualifies him for the game, but they've got better outside shooting in Dre Bauer, but they lose something inside with a disqualification of Edgar Ortiz. Now with the basketball, here's Langford, left of the lane, kicks it cross court to Mendez. Straight away, here is Aiden Garber, a hop step, a layup up and in, but he traveled. That hop step is a travel in high school basketball.
Yep.
You can get away with that at the higher levels, but not at this level. 3:44 to go in the game. Bauer jump pass poked away, and now it's intercepted by Aiden Garber, right of the lane. Jump pass right base on Marquez. Shot is up and no good. Sawyer Albert grabs a rebound and a foul. Second team foul against Fort Morgan, and Marquez commits the foul. That's his fourth. Frustration boiling over a little bit for the Mustangs. They've had opportunities to draw closer, and they have, but then Brush has hit some key threes.
Yeah, getting the turnovers, but not converting into points.
There's the inbounds pass nearly behind Bauer. Bauer dribbles by one, nearly walk, kicks it back out to Rico. He crosses midcourt. Rico to his right of the lane. Bounce pass in the corner for Becker. Straight away, Bauer fakes the three, and he walked. 3:21 to go. And what do we have here?
JJ tying his shoe.
Garber to throw it in front of the Brush bench with 3:17 to go in the game. Chest pass outside right to Mendez. Straight away for Langford. Into the lane. Marquez turns, shoots, and scores. Inside the free throw line for J.J. Marquez. He's got 5. The lead is down to 2 for Brush. 38-36. 3:02 remaining. Becker, backcourt, looking. Jump pass, front court to Albert. Outside left to Poland with a right-handed dribble. Bounces it to Becker all the way, puts it up and in, and a foul on Taylor. Grant Becker has taken over with some big shots. Grant Becker has got 9 points in the half, 14 in the game. And to the line is Grant Becker. This kid has made some huge shots, Brian.
Yeah, he has. 3-point line, then drove it right down the lane. He took it right to the Mustangs. And Taylor with the foul. 4 on Gavin.
Free throw by Grant Becker is right there. 41-36. Here comes Langford, left wing three, and he missed it back rim. And we got the ball went over the backboard. It goes back to Brush. Now the Mustangs don't have to foul, but they've got to play tight defensively. Got to play very tight. Backcourt pass to Sanchez Calvillo, now to Rico. Rico with the basketball. Midcourt to Albert. Now here's Thatcher Queen. Waits for the defender. And then we have a foul on Garber.
Garber
must have swiped at him.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're going to call it on Marquez. He's fouled out. Marquez fouls out with 5 points. Huh?
didn't look like much of a foul when he went by him, but enough for him to call it.
14 fouls on the Mustangs. Well, why is Marquez still in there?
Yeah, they're bringing it. Rodrigo in.
Yeah, I mean, JJ, you can't guard anybody if you fouled out, buddy.
No.
And you can't sneak in there. Rodrigo Alvarez will throw it in. And Sanchez Calvillo goes to the floor. Alvarez tried to fight through a pick.
And he just fouled out.
Brian, you and I are a combined 120 some odd years old. I have never seen two players foul out without a second expiring.
Nope.
Right? Isn't that what just happened?
Yep.
I was going to say it. I was waiting for you, and you said it right there. And he just... That's crazy. Sanchez Calvillo to shoot two. The ball was never inbounded. The free throw is in. Ryan, if he scores here, this will be a 3-possession lead, which in a game like this is huge.
Yeah.
42-36.
Jariah Blake in now to replace Mendez.
Second free throw is coming up. And that one's up, and now it's a 7-point lead for Brush. Sanchez Calvillo nails that. It's 43-36. Garver has the ball stripped, taken by Langford. He's got it poked out of bounds from behind by Sanchez Calvillo. Again, a game of runs. This is a 5-0 run. Becker on the 3-point play, then the 2 free throws by Sanchez Calvillo. Charlie to throw it in. Lob it in the left corner for Aiden Garver. Now to Jariah Blake. Mustangs need a possession, and then that cross-court pass is intercepted by Thatcher Queen. There's the handoff to Sanchez Calvillo, scoops it up, and no good. Rebound to Albert, and then he's taken down. Or is that a tie-up?
Tie-up. Possession, Beat Diggers.
But Albert's got another rebound there before Langford tied him up. 2:14 to go. Let's see if Fort Morgan's going to start fouling a little bit more. To throw it in is Rico. Bounce pass to Albert. Albert into the paint. He hooks and scores. Sawyer Albert with a beautiful hook shot. And it's now a 9-point lead for the Beat Diggers and a 7-0 run. 45-36. Jariah Blake back to Garver. His 3 is banked in. They're not done yet. They are not done yet. Aiden Garver scores. Here's Rico the other way. 1:46 to go. Timeout. Brush. Timeout for the Beat Diggers. Since 2003, Western Engineering Consultants has been providing big firm product with small firm relationships. Visit westerneci.com for more. I think that was a Brian Nickel 3 that Garver hit. You know,
yeah, lucky.
well, I mean, you like to use the backboard.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
right. Oh,
It gives you
gotta
an
use
extra. Yes.
That's what it's there for. Use it.
Thank you. That's what I mean. Yeah.
You see a lot of these kids that don't do it, they just try to these, you know, especially the ones that are in the lane. You use that backboard. That's what it's there for.
Well, we see too many times. That's a good point that they actually don't use the backboard enough.
Yeah.
In fact, I think at the higher levels, unless it's a layup, the bank shot is a lost art. You never see that. All right, so the Beat Diggers have the ball, 1:46 to go, up 45-39. They'll have Eric Rico to throw it in out there with Becker, Albert, Sanchez Calvillo, and Thatcher Queen. It's Gavin Taylor, Charlie Langford, Aiden Garver, as well as Jariah Blake and Tony Mendez for the Mustangs, just beyond midcourt. Rico looking, bounce pass into Queen. Queen now to Rico. Rico, defender in the air, kicks it back out to Queen. Beat Diggers don't have to shoot. Here is Rico behind the 3-point line. Now to Queen. Queen in the lane, all the way, scoops it up and in! Oh, what a shot by Thatcher Queen! And the Beat Diggers lead by 8. 47-39. Garver misses the 3. Rebound to Sanchez Calvillo, and this is pretty much going to do it. Long pass, Sanchez Calvillo scores. That is pretty much going to do it. The Beat Diggers have this game in hand, up by 10. 1:08 to go. Gavin Taylor, 3. Yes! Gavin Taylor, timeout, and then Langford went to the floor. That could be a 3 and a Brush foul. Brian, that could be a 4-point play. Well, it would only be the second foul. But it is a foul against Sawyer Albert, and that means Fort Morgan would retain possession. That's a huge call.
Yeah.
And the right call, by the way. So Garver to throw it in. They don't need a 3. Left baseline. Taylor is fouled by Rico. That took 1 second to get that shot off. Ryan, this is getting strange. This was a 32-29 game after 3. Brush has scored 17 of their 49 points in the quarter, and that free throw's missed by Taylor.
That's where you got to make up points, though. When they give you that opportunity at the free throw line, you got to take advantage.
Second free throw by Gavin Taylor is in the air, and that is around and no good. Albert grabs another rebound. He's got at least 12 rebounds tonight. Here's Rico on the outside left to Becker. Becker is going to have to kick it back out. He does. Sanchez Calvillo 3 is off the bottom of the rim. The rebound to Jariah Blake. Fort Morgan needs a bucket. 43 seconds to go. Langford lobs it down low for Mendez. Straight away. Blake 3. Yes! It's now a 4-point game. 49-45. And a foul by Langford in the backcourt. Somehow Fort Morgan still has life. They've scored the last 6 points. Wow. Brian, I can believe anything at this point. I can believe anything.
Cut it to 4.
Rico to shoot 2. Free throw is up, and it rattles in for Eric Rico. Second free throw is upcoming for the sophomore. He bends, he shoots, and he misses. Mendez goes high for the rebound. Timeout. Timeout. Well,
10 rebounds for Mendez and 9 points. So
he's done a great job.
Yep.
Mendez has done a tremendous job. Well, let's see what happens.
They need to score on this possession, though. 33 seconds left and down by 5. They got to get, don't necessarily need the 3 if they need a bucket of some type.
Yeah, a 3, I mean, then you foul Brush. But that's the thing. That's exactly right. Anything at this point, it doesn't matter whether it's a 2 or a 3, just do something to force the action, get some points, and then play defense and do what it takes to commit a foul or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
It'd be nice to come up with a steal. I mean, that would be optimum. You come up with a steal and then who knows? So Langford to throw it in. There's the lob into Garber. Garber with 30 seconds to go. Got to go to work quickly. On the outside right, Blake takes the 3, and that's an air ball. Thatcher Queen has got it. Mustangs have got a foul, and there is a foul on Garber.
Yep.
That's going to be his 5th. I don't know if he pushed. He didn't think he pushed. 4th. Check that. 4th. Check that. Here's Eric Rico. 19.4 seconds to go. Brian, if he makes both, this game's over. A 3-possession game, but if he only makes one or misses both, it's still a shot for the Mustangs. Rico's free throw is good. 51-45. Free throw number 2 is upcoming. That's in the air, and that's in. 52-45 beat Diggers, and Garber lost the basketball, got it right back, crosses the timeline, and foul from behind by Rico.
Oh. Why?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. He was going for the strip, but there's no reason. Just let him dribble by you. It's only the 4th team foul, so that actually is not a terrible foul now that I think about it. Because now you've got to inbound it and create another play. Langford looking. Lobs it towards Mendez just beyond midcourt. Now to Garber. He backs up for a 3, and that's short. Langford with a rebound. Langford in the corner, 5 seconds to go. Now to Garber. Throws up a desperation, misses, but a foul, but doesn't matter.
No.
2.6 seconds remaining. Thatcher Queen with his 4th. Well, let's say his 3rd foul. Free throw by Garber is in the air, and that's short. Second free throw is upcoming. And that one is in for Aiden Garber. And what do we have here? It's only 2 free throws.
He's got a bloody nose.
Why is he back at the line?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're sending him. Yeah, I don't know why. Was he shooting a 3?
I guess he was.
Okay.
I didn't even see that. I thought it was a 2. I thought it was clearly inside the line. But I guess that's not the case.
A little blood on the floor. They got to get wiped up before they continue.
Well, and we're only continuing with 2.6 seconds to go. And both head coaches are out there. How about that?
One supplied the towel, one supplied the water.
Free throw number 3 by Aiden Garber is good. Well, are we really doing this? Isn't this kind of ridiculous?
Yep.
We're calling timeout. I mean, there's no way to make up the deficit with 2.6 seconds to go. It's impossible. Physically impossible.
They've got a foul, and then
No, I mean,
it's just yeah.
I mean, if you're Brush, you run the baseline, you throw it length of the court. Even if it gets intercepted, it's a 2-possession lead. So, but, I mean, I guess Coach Marquez is just working through situations for future games. He knows he doesn't have this game won or doesn't have a chance to win the game, but maybe just working on a press.
Could be,
So
yep.
I guess
don't
that's
know.
the only thing I can think of, because there's really no reason at this point to call a timeout. But if you're Brush, just toss it the length of the court. And quite frankly, if you're Fort Morgan, don't even foul. What are you going to foul him for? Let the basketball be inbounded, and that's it.
35-10 Detroit
Yep.
over Denver.
Yep.
I think that one's over too.
Yep. Well, the Mustangs missed 13 free throws tonight. Inbounds pass to Becker, and there's the game. There's no reason to foul him. End the game right there. No reason to foul him. Game is over. Don't go to the line. That's it.
They did call a foul on Garver, so they're going to put some time back on the clock.
It's just so ridiculous to do that.
If you don't get it right away, just let it go.
Jeez. Now, not even right away. There's 2 seconds. Right away is if there's 6 seconds or
Yeah.
5, but not 2. That just makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, the game is over, and that free throw's in. But you know what? For Grant Becker, good for him. He's had a heck of a night.
Yep.
10 points in the second half. 11 points in the second half, I should say. And now Garber's going to get a technical.
Somebody.
Yeah, Garber's getting a tech. But again, why? It's just, you can't do that. That free throw is in and out. So he's 1 for 2. Now he's going to shoot 2 more. 0.8 of a second to go. This is just a waste of time. Free throw is in. Let's see if Becker can finish with 18 if he makes this one. And Brush's going to have the ball anyway.
Yep.
Put this one in, and he did that one. Good job by Grant Becker. Becker in this quarter scored 9 of his 18 points. Yeah, now don't foul here. Now it's 55-47. Don't foul. Thank you. Final score. Brush 55, Fort Morgan 47, a 90-second break on the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
The need for uniform and 106.
The Mustang postgame show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solution and the B-Digger postgame show as well. Get a full plan of seafood and water for your field. Now is the time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. Call Dusty or Roxy 970-571-2024. Well, tonight the Brush girls defeated Fort Morgan 39-27. The Brush boys beat Fort Morgan 55-47. It was 15-13 after one, 28-20 at the break. It was only a 3-point game after 3, 32-29, but then Brush outscored Fort Morgan 23-18 in the fourth quarter. The Bee Diggers got 18 points from Grant Becker and 12 from Juan Sanchez Calvillo. 6 in the game from Edgar Ortiz, 5 for Thatcher Queen. Payson Poland with 4, 3 apiece for Dre Bauer and Eric Rico. The visiting Mustangs at 13 points from Aiden Garber, 9 apiece from Tony Mendez and Gavin Taylor, 5 from J.J. Marquez, 4 in the game from Christian Velasquez, Jariah Blake with 3, and Charlie Langford with 1. The Mustangs were 12 of 25 from the line, 48% unofficially. The Bee Diggers 68% at 19 of 28. And we know that Sawyer Albert and Tony Mendez led the way for their respective teams in rebounding, Brian.
Yep.
And the turnovers were pretty ugly as well.
Yeah, I ended up with 20 for Fort Morgan and 28 for Brush. Tony Mendez, you said, had a great night. I had him with 10 rebounds and 9 points. Good job for him. And Sawyer Albert, I had him for 11. I think you had him for 12 rebounds. So,
yep.
Big, strong game from both of those two young men.
And with a victory, the Bee Diggers move to 1-6. The Mustangs fall to 0-7. Bee Diggers will be on 105.7 KPMX coming up on Tuesday night when they take on the Tigers in Sterling. I'll be here on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock on 1010 KSIR for the Brush girls against Sterling. As for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, Brian will be in Severance on Thursday. That'll be a doubleheader. The girls and boys 6 and 7:30 to close out the December portion of the schedule. So that does it from the Beach Cellar and Brush tonight. Have a great weekend and God bless. The final scores of tonight's games: Fort Morgan girls fall to Brush 39-27. The Brush boys win 55-47. Once again for Brian Nickel, I'm John Beltran. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You've been listening to Mustang and Bee Digger basketball on Morgan County's B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.